recording. Okay, so in this Fusion Financials technical course, we are first going to start with Oracle SOA Suite. Okay, why? Because it's an integration platform given by Oracle. Okay, integration platform given by Oracle. Okay, and even if you don't do any Fusion implementation, but you have some other cloud and on-premise or on-premise to on-premise or cloud to cloud integration, you can definitely use Oracle SOA Suite. It's an integration platform, as I told. So for that purpose, it can be used. So there are different cloud products available in the market, such as Workday, Salesforce, then you have NetSuite, right? SAP SuccessFactors. So there are different products that are available. Okay, so if you don't get project, that's our assignment in terms of Fusion Cloud, you can definitely use Oracle SOA Suite with integration for integration of different cloud and on-premises. Okay. Next, we will get into Fusion Technical. Okay. So in Fusion Technical, what all things I'm going to cover is FBDI. Okay, that is called File-Based Data Integrator. Okay. That is for batch uploading. Okay, so first let me just tell you what I'm going to cover. Then I'm going to make a correlation with the EBS RISE-W components. Okay, FBDI. Then I'm going to cover financial extracts. Okay, BI and OTBI, right? Customization. Okay. So and what else? I think, yeah, that is it. All these things I'm going to cover as part of this technical means related to Fusion SaaS. Okay, so these are the things that I'm going to cover. Okay,
I think the SOAP and REST web services.
Yes, SOAP web services also. So
SOAP and REST, yes.
Yeah,
okay.
That is one thing. Okay, so these all things I am going to cover as part of this course curriculum. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I wanted to tell that first, let us talk more on the Oracle SOA Suite. Okay? So in Oracle SOA Suite, I am going to cover adapters such as file adapter, which are very frequently used, file or FTP. If I learn file adapter, FTP adapter is pretty much similar. Okay, just the operation names will change, but the fundamental is, the underlying fundamental is same. Okay, file adapter, DB adapter, okay, SOAP adapter, and REST adapter. Okay, so these are the things, and JMS adapter. Okay, so these adapters that I'm going to cover. Okay, then we will cover BPL. Okay, that is used for orchestration. Then mediator, right? And another aspect of yeah, I think that is pretty much it. We will have overview of human task flow also, okay, and business rules. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to cover, and definitely the deployment strategy. Okay, that how we do deployment, security. Okay, so these are the things that I'm going to cover as part of Oracle SOA Suite. Now, what are the benefits of learning Oracle SOA Suites as part of this course curriculum? As I told you already, that whether you get Fusion Cloud project or not, if you get into any integration project, okay, so you will be able to use this, okay, this tool. But if you learn Oracle SOA Suites, it would be very easy for you to move to PaaS environment, such as what? OIC, Oracle Integration Cloud, or SOA CS, okay. So these are the tools that means these are the PaaS platforms that you should be able to use, because you will have an idea like how service-oriented architecture works. Okay, so SOA is basically service-oriented architecture. So the difference is just if you have on-premise, this Oracle SOA Suite is on-premise. Okay, so where we deploy this, when we develop the SOA services, where we deploy it on the WebLogic, right? So instead of, and that WebLogic will be in some on-premise system, right? So here you deploy the deploy the SOA services in WebLogic, that is there in on-premise. In SOA CS, that same WebLogic will be there in cloud. Okay, so that's the only difference. same composite or SOA service can easily be migrated to SOA CS cloud. Okay, so there is no such
So
difference as such. Yes,
one question here. So basically, it's just the deployment which gets changed when we talk
exactly,
about SOA CSN. Otherwise,
exactly,
the development work and all are same, is it?
exactly. You will just use JDeveloper to develop things instead of
Uh-huh.
deploying it to on-premise WebLogic. You will deploy it to cloud WebLogic in simple terms.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
OIC is bit different because you have to develop. OIC is equivalent to OSB. Okay, so it's just bit different. Okay, so so basically you have to if you have the SOA suite composite ready, you just have to look and do the same thing uh, in OIC editor available in cloud itself. Okay, so you have to use your online screen and do that. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Yes. And if you have the service oriented architecture, you can work on some other tools also, like OSB, BPM suite. Okay, then Dell Boomi, though Dell Boomi is not so popular these days. Okay, but you will be able to work on MuleSoft, which is getting a lot of popularity these days. So basically, fundamental lies same. These all tools or the technologies work on service-oriented architecture framework. Okay, so these are the benefits that you have. Okay, so when I say integration projects, just recapitulate. When I say integration projects, it can be on-prem to cloud. Okay, on-premise to cloud integration, cloud to cloud integration. Okay, and on-premise to on-premise. Okay, on-premise to on-premise. All right. So that's what I personally feel, that anyone who is learning cloud, they should learn at least one integration technology, because in cloud, every communication happens via web service invocation. Okay, so there is no direct way to communicate or automate the cloud communication from your on-premise to another cloud. So that's what I emphasize, on learning this Oracle SOA suite or any other integration technology. Okay. So now, any questions so far? Bala, Digvijay.
I'm good.
Okay.
And
Bala,
one more thing, Raja,
yes.
that's what about that fault handling also is there, no? Can you
Yes,
cover?
yes, definitely. See, whenever we learn something, definitely we will learn fault handling. Okay, so that's inherent. Fault handling, logging, those comes default. Okay, so those are all are
Okay.
okay. So don't worry about that.
And ADF also covered, or how it is?
ADF, I usually don't cover. Okay, but if someone is interested, I just take one session. Okay, that's it. So.
Okay.
Okay, so that is it, because a lot of people, they come from PL SQL background, and then
Yes.
okay, so they don't know Java, and it's very difficult. Even though to make a simple UI, you don't need Java in ADF. Okay, so one session I give. Okay, if you want,
Okay.
I can give, or I will give you the recording. You can just go through. It's very simple. Okay, to understand. Okay, so however you like it. Okay, so just optional, I feel. Okay, so that's what. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now coming down to the Fusion technical. Right? So in Fusion technical, what all we are going to learn, as I told, that the data. So what all things we do usually in any application: migration, right? Integration, right? And reporting, right? Customization, all right? And what else? These are the things that basically we do, right? So migration and integration, there is a very thin line difference. Only difference is, I would say that migration, okay, so if I have to tell, this happens, I would say 1 to n, right? Means daily it happens, right? It's a recurring form of migration. That's it, right? So both are same. Migration is one-time activity, and integration is daily activity, right? Daily or maybe whatever duration or whatever the tenure we set that. Okay, during this
Yeah.
tenure
Need
it
based
has
or
to
periodic.
run. Sorry.
Need based or periodic.
Yeah,
Both.
just we set the period, right? So
You're right.
exactly timeline we want to set that. Okay, for this time it has to run daily, weekly, monthly, or daily. Let's say every 1 hour, all those things, right? So for migration and integration, both we will learn FBDI. Okay. Okay. Before that, I wanted to tell that integration can be of two types, right? Migration is always inbound because we are baselining the data into the Fusion system, right?
Yes.
Whereas integration is of two types, inbound and outbound, right? Inbound and outbound, right? So what all things inbound means? Into Fusion, means from some system to Fusion, right? So what I will say, that is called inbound. Okay. Now outbound, if something comes out of Fusion, that is called outbound. So inbound tools are AI, okay, file-based data import. So we will have an Excel template where we will fill data, and then from that Excel we will generate the .csv, and that .csv will be zipped and uploaded into Fusion Cloud, and then we will run few jobs, okay, to get the data imported into interface table, and then again from interface table to the base table. Okay, so file-based data import, right? And then we have SOAP web services. Okay, that is not mature yet, but yeah, Oracle is evolving. So we will see one example of that, one example of FBDI, one example of SOAP web service, right? I'm just not going to detail of like what are the other steps right now, but I will tell you in some time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now in outbound, we have a BI reporting. Okay. OTBI can also be used, but it is mostly used as dashboards in the Fusion screen. That okay, what is your, let's say, what is your I would say the debit and the credit. Okay, different reports, right? So those are the things. And we have another thing, financial extracts, okay, which is again a version of BI reporting, but Oracle has come up with standard programs to get the data out of particular data points, such as, let's say, uh, payables, invoices, then supplier, GL, all those things, right? So this is one thing that we are going to learn. Okay. All right. So now reporting, as I have already told, these are the reportings that I'm going to cover. Okay. So these reporting tools are also used as the outbound integration tools. Okay. Now customization in financials, it's not so mature. Okay. I'm telling you, but in Sales Cloud, in HCM Cloud, it is mature. Okay, because you can do many things in customization. Okay, so here we will just do like however we used to do in OF personalization, the same thing, personalization, and we will try to see like how to invoke a page, static page. I am telling you, okay, how to invoke a static page, because we don't have any PaaS environment. Otherwise, we can see like how the PaaS environment can also be invoked. Okay, so static page. So these are the things that we will cover as part of. And another thing that I forgot to mention is Infolet, right? That how this Infolets are basically OTBI dashboards. Okay, so in OTBI we create different analysis, and that analysis, the graphical format can be shown in the Infolet. Okay, and that Infolet is basically used by the management, okay, for taking different decisions. Okay, now any questions so far?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
So in integration, you talk about SOAP web services. Are we also going to cover some examples of REST web services?
There is
REST
no
services
REST
as
web service so far. Okay, so if you see Fusion apps oracle.com, okay, so
well? Uh-huh.
they don't have any REST web service. They have for tags. Okay, so they
Okay.
haven't given anything. That's what I told. REST web service is there, I think, only for HCM cloud so far. Okay, just they haven't.
All right. All right. So, but just for my understanding, so
Mhm.
would the process will still be same? Let's say in future.
Yes,
So
yes.
currently,
Process
we're
will
running
still be
release
the same.
13. I think update D. So if later on a next release, on the
Mhm.
next year's release, if they happen to add any new REST services,
Mhm.
so would the process will still be same? Would we? I mean, after
Exactly.
completing and learning all those things, would we be able to invoke those as well?
Yes, yes, exactly same. So we are going to cover REST adapter here, right? So,
Right.
so you will get to see that how it happens.
Okay. All right. How is
So
this?
it's
Okay.
same. I
Okay.
mean, SOAP adapter and REST adapter. That's what I have included. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And next question I have. So all these, when we talk about inbound FPDI and all those things, so there are two ways to do it, right? One is the manual way that we prepare the
Mhm.
FDI, we create the CSV, we upload it to the UCM, we
Mhm.
run the ESS jobs, and we see the data is on there. And the other way is to automate it.
Yes, I'm
By
going to talk about that now. Yeah, right.
Right. Okay, perfect.
Okay, Bala, you
And
have any question? Oh, okay.
uh,
Sorry.
sorry, one more. I was waiting for you to complete so that I could ask all the
No,
questions at once.
nothing from my side.
Okay, all right.
So So third thing I wanted to understand is when we talk about the financial extracts, this is something that which has come in release 30.
Yes, exactly.
It is new. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now another aspect that I will just talk is the automation of the integrations. Okay. Okay. So automation of integrations, what all things I'm going to cover. Okay. One is FBDI automation. Okay. And another is BI automation. Okay. BI automation. So BI report automation basically. FBDI automation, I am going to show you using Java. Okay. BI automation, I'm going to show you using SOA suite. Okay. So you will have both the cases. Okay. So that's what I just wanted to have variety. Okay. Now for this one, I can basically show you how to do that, but I will not. Means it's actually huge. Okay, I will not be able to, just do in front of you. I'll just explain you how it happens, how it does, but I will show you in detail in Java. I'll explain each and every step. Okay, I will do live coding and all those things for FBDI automation. Okay, and for BI automation, I will do live performance for integration, BI automation integration using SOA suite. All right. But another thing I will tell you that I can give you the SOA composite for that and the Java code for other one. Okay. So let me write. Code will be given for FBDI using SOA that I can give you, and BI using Java. Is that clear? Any question? So that you have all the cases.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you have all the cases. You can just refer it and do it by yourself. I will explain you in one session. I'll explain you that how it happens. Okay. So if you have the variety, you can do it by yourself. That's what my understanding is.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm covering both the aspects. Okay. And all these things we will first try with SOAP UI, and then we will do using the technology. It can be Java, PL SQL, or whatever technology you have. Okay. First we will
Okay.
try with SOAP UI so that you have the understanding. SOAP UI is the tool where we can test web services, invoke web services. Okay. So web services, REST services, both. Okay. So this is how we will learn Fusion technical. Any questions so far?
Nothing from my end. I'm good.
Is good? Okay. Bala, is that good?
Uh, can you provide any material for this? Whatever we explain, like
See, whatever training I'm going to give, I
Mhm.
means every day I will make a note. Okay, that note
Mhm.
will upload it in the Google Drive. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and all the video recordings you will get in the Google Drive. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that is
And
what I do. Now,
okay.
for further things, you have to speak to Bhaskar.
Mhm.
SOA Suite, I have material, but for Fusion Technical, only you have the video recording. So you can in future refer the
Mhm.
recordings. Okay.
And for practice, how you can do? Is there any
Yes.
different?
Practice, I think Bhaskar will have one instance for you guys. Okay. So
Okay.
you will have that access for a month or couple. Okay. So you will have to practice by then. Hmm?
And one more thing. So when we talk about this SOA suite, so the
Mhm.
WebLogic server and all those access we're gonna get, right?
See,
That's it.
this is all local installation. Means you have to use your own PC to install it. Okay, so
Right.
we
So
will spend one class for installation.
okay, all right.
Okay, or I will give you the steps like this.
All right, but when we talk about but in real time when we talk about the deployment, we have a different WebLogic console wherein we go and deploy the SAR file which has been generated from JDeveloper and we
Mhm,
deploy it there and then we execute it, right?
mhm, mhm.
So do we have any such WebLogic console or any server where we could
No, I
deploy?
don't have, but I can tell you how means during deployment I will tell you how it happens. Okay.
Okay, all right. All right. But so we would not be actually be able to, so this is something gonna be our inbuilt of our system wherein we're gonna deploy the services. Basically, we'll be just running it from the JDeveloper, right?
No, not exactly. We will deploy it in the standalone WebLogic because see, you can just compare your
Mhm.
WebLogic as kind of see there are two types of WebLogic server. Okay, one is integrated, another is standalone WebLogic. Okay, so
Mhm.
in integrated we will deploy and we will uh, learn how to do things. Okay, but there is another option that you can deploy it in standalone WebLogic. You can configure standalone WebLogic in your system also. Okay, so
Mhm.
that standalone WebLogic can be compared to any standalone WebLogic that is there in remote server or SOAS, however you call it as. Okay,
Okay,
so
it's gonna be same. Okay.
yeah, so standalone WebLogic, integrated WebLogic server comes with JDeveloper. Okay, but
Mhm.
you have to deploy it in the standalone WebLogic. You can configure standalone WebLogic. I can give you the steps. Okay, how you can configure integrated.
And even if you want to do it, what is this? What is the system requirement would that be? I mean, is there any kind of a how much RAM would my system would need or
Around
something?
6 GB to 8 GB RAM would be better.
Would be enough?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
that's it. I think, and Windows, whatever it is, Windows 10 or that is Windows 10, right? So Windows 10 and all is okay.
Okay, perfect then. Great.
Okay, and I will tell you what all things you need. Okay, during installation, I will give you the steps. Okay, so you can perform. If you have any difficulties in installing, we will jump into the issue and try to resolve it. Okay.
Sounds
I
good.
hope you guys don't have MacBook or something because MacBook has lot many challenges in installing Oracle SOA Suite.
No, I'm using Windows.
Okay, that's great then. Because in MacBook again we have to Dockerize things and all those pain that we have to bear. Bala, is that good?
Yes, it's good.
Any question? Any further doubts you have?
Um, how you mentioned BI? BI means OBI double E or how it is?
OBI does mean OTBI. Okay, Oracle
Oh,
National Business Intelligence. Okay.
okay.
In OBI, you can create those dashboards and all those things, right? So the same
Okay.
OBI is basically is OTBI,
Okay.
and this BI is basically BI publisher. Okay, BI publisher,
Oh,
BI means XML publisher. You had it in
yes.
EBS, right? Similar
Yes.
thing, almost same. Okay, almost same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any further questions?
Nothing from my side.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
All right. So, okay. So now you guys can decide, and then that's it. All right.
Sure, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Raja.
So
So,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so the
Right.
timings the timing for the training which we are going to decide is going to be still the same, right? The
Yeah,
9:30.
it was 9:30. That's what Bhaskar told. Okay, that it
Right.
will be 9:30. Bala, do you have any problem with this?
Yes. No, no problem. 9:30 to 10:30 or how it is?
Yeah, 9:30 to 10:30, 11. Because see, once I start concept, okay, I cannot leave it in between, right? So
Okay.
you can think 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Okay, and the course total duration so sweet. I feel it's going to take 15 plus hours. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and this fusion technical is going to take around yeah, that is also approximately 12 to 15 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
total of 25 to 30 hours. 30 hours and just okay, so that's the duration.
And OBI?
OTBI is one session that we are going to cover.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually, see, OBI is just basically OTBI. So I'm going to show you one example of from each one of them. Okay, so now let's say BI reporting. You have lot many things, right? Pagination, then language specific, and all those things, right? So,
Okay. Okay.
so those things comes under entire BI. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
expect that you guys know. But here, how you develop BI report, what are the options, you extract export output, right? And how do you call that BI report to get data out of Fusion Cloud as an outbound integration? All these things I'm going to cover. I'm not going to tell you, right, how you create an RTF template, right? So because
Okay.
I expect that you guys know. Okay, so Digvijay, you know, right, how BI report
Right. We don't need that. I
because
mean, I don't.
those things comes from that EBS or I believe.
Of course.
So
Of course.
okay, so otherwise it would be very difficult. It would be one
Of course.
topic.
Of course. I mean, itself, BI itself is like 10 hours of a training.
Yeah, exactly. So
So,
I'm going to show you like how to create a report, what are the different options,
right.
how you migrate a report from one instance to another instance, right?
Hello?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear.
So how you export output, okay? So all
Okay.
And would we also be so there is one concept of XML bursting in EBS R12, and there is a similar concept in in the cloud as well, as in when you can
Mhm.
configure the report output to be sent to a specific email based on some certain conditions and all.
Right.
We will
Right.
still be going to talk about that as well,
Yes,
right?
yes, I will talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
talk about that. Okay.
Perfect. And so this is gonna be so. But how? I understand this is gonna take around 30 hours plus. It's a 30 hours plus training.
Yes,
But
30 hours.
are
Yes.
we? So are we be doing it on daily 9:30 or how it's gonna be?
No, I feel weekly thrice would be means enough for you guys because otherwise it would be you cannot digest.
Yes, correct.
That's what I feel. So let's make it like Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday because Friday, that so Friday
Thursday.
mode, and then I don't know. Means Bhaskar told that another couple of guys would be joining, so they might be traveling, and so every time we will have syncing, and that's very difficult. So that's what I feel: Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, so that you have good amount of time to practice, and then because I feel like if you don't practice, you will definitely forget. Okay, so
Correct.
investing, you invest in learning also. Okay, so just it should not be merely a just going through the videos and then attending training. Okay.
Perfect, Raja. Thank you. I don't have any other
Okay.
question. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bala, is that good?
Yes. Can you provide any sample resumes? Means like Oracle Fusion.
Resume. If you can check with Bhaskar, that would be helpful. Okay, because he is into that service. Okay, so I am just like a consultant like you. Okay, so I'm just I just work like you, and I just impart training out of my passion or whatever you say.
Okay.
Okay, to help. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, and have a great day. Have a great night. Yeah.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
night.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.